Kimmi Scott has filed for divorce, and the entire Love and Marriage Huntsville audience is stunned. The woman who stood by Maurice through public backlash, private struggles, and a very public cancer battle is now walking away. And she's doing it with finality. The headlines say divorce, but behind the legal term is a deeply emotional unraveling that's been building for years. What viewers thought was a stable, loving marriage is now collapsing, and the warning signs were there all along. Buried under silence, miscommunication, and emotional neglect. Now, Maurice Scott, once so composed and confident, is begging for another chance. But the question on everyone's mind isn't just why now, it's how did it get this far? From the beginning, Kimmi and Maurice appeared different from their castmates. They brought maturity to a show often known for its fiery confrontations. Where others shouted, they spoke. Where others fueled drama, they searched for resolution. Audiences admired them because they seemed real, flawed but respectful, private but committed. Yet behind that image was a growing emotional divide. While they showed up for the cameras united, in private, the gaps between them were widening. Kimmi, a full-time nurse, also managed roles as a mom, a business owner, and a real estate professional. She was a multitasker who balanced public and private responsibilities while facing something no one could have expected, a breast cancer diagnosis. She let the cameras follow her through doctor visits, treatments, and vulnerable moments, not for fame, but to normalize the experience for other women. Her strength wasn't performative, it was lived, but being strong didn't mean she was unbreakable. Maurice, a businessman and attorney, often emphasized success, financial growth, and long-term legacy. He built a credit repair business and often talked about creating wealth for his family. His focus was clear, but sometimes it seemed too narrow. That same ambition that drove him in business often pulled him away from the emotional work at home. And over time, Kimmi began to speak up about it. In early seasons, there were already signs of disconnect. Kimmi frequently described feeling unheard in conversations. Maurice, often preoccupied with work, didn't always notice the impact of his absence. The imbalance wasn't just physical, it was emotional. Their discussions felt uneven. Kimmi raised concerns gently but consistently, while Maurice often responded with brief apologies or deflections. The emotional intimacy faded, replaced by practical conversations and surface-level reassurances. When Kimmi began her cancer treatment, the situation intensified. It was a period when she needed more presence, more attention, more connection. She was dealing with life-threatening health issues and managing daily life, yet she still had to remind Maurice to be there, not just in the room, but mentally present. She voiced these concerns repeatedly, but the change she needed didn't come, and viewers saw it. Fans began to notice Kimmi's energy shifting. Her body language became subdued. Her natural warmth dimmed. It wasn't just exhaustion, it was disconnection. Then came a moment that many consider the true fracture in the marriage. During a discussion about intimacy during her recovery, Maurice made a crude comment suggesting Kimmi should just bend over and take it. The remark was not just insensitive, it was deeply damaging. Fans immediately reacted with anger, and Kimmi, visibly hurt, had to address the fallout with her family, including her own mother. It was a moment that stripped away any remaining illusion that their issues were minor. This wasn't a private disagreement. This was a moment of emotional betrayal. As the season progressed, their therapy sessions revealed even more. Instead of building understanding, the sessions highlighted how far apart they had grown. Maurice often used generalized language, focusing on fixing things broadly, while Kimmi spoke with clarity about specific hurts. Her voice was calm, but her words carried weight. The woman who had supported so many now seemed exhausted from asking for basic care and consideration. Then came the quiet but seismic shift. News began to circulate that Kimmi had filed for divorce. While official documents haven't been released to the public, several credible sources confirm the separation process has begun. On the show, Kimmi's tone changed. In scenes with Maurice, she no longer sounded like someone trying to repair the relationship. She sounded like someone preparing to move on. Maurice, in response, unraveled. The confident businessman who once managed family and business with equal determination now appears desperate. He has publicly admitted to past mistakes, including the intimacy comment, and expressed a willingness to change. He's mentioned therapy, counseling, and doing whatever it takes. But for many, this sudden willingness comes far too late. Online, the reaction has been immediate and passionate. Twitter, Reddit, and Instagram are filled with support for Kimmi. The hashtags #Team Kimmi and #Let Her Heal are trending. One user wrote, "She carried that family and still had to fight alone. If she wants peace now, she's earned it." Others shared their own stories, relating to Kimmi's experience experience of feeling unsupported during health crises. Her journey has struck a chord far beyond reality TV, yet some viewers are still rooting for Maurice. They argue that people change, and sometimes it takes losing something valuable to realize its worth. They see his panic not as manipulation, but as a genuine wake-up call. Still, even these voices acknowledge that Maurice has a long way to go to prove his sincerity. Kimmi, meanwhile, is focused on healing. Sources close to her say she's prioritizing peace, not appearances. After years of caregiving, emotional labor, and holding the marriage together, she is reclaiming space for herself. And this decision is not reactionary. It's the result of long-term emotional depletion. For a long time, Kimmi stayed, tried, and hoped. Now, she's choosing rest over effort and clarity over confusion. The cast of Love and Marriage. Huntsville has started weighing in. Some stand firmly with Kimmi, acknowledging that she has always been calm in the storm. Others urge for reconciliation, believing that if any couple could recover, it would be them. But even among the cast, there is a recognition that this isn't a normal fight. This is the collapse of something that was once considered unshakable. Fans are closely watching how the next episodes unfold. Will Kimmi and Maurice continue therapy? Will Maurice's words be matched by action? And most importantly, will Kimmi allow herself to trust again, or has that door closed for good? No matter the outcome, the situation has sparked broader conversations about emotional labor, neglect, and the hidden struggles within long-term relationships. Kimmi's story is resonating because it reflects real experiences. Partners who do too much, ask for too little, and eventually reach a breaking point. Her silence for so long wasn't peaceful, it was patience. And when that patience ran out, what remained was the clarity to walk away. Whether this is a permanent split or the first step in a deeper transformation remains to be seen. But for now, Kimmi Scott is not just the woman who filed for divorce. She's the woman who stood up for herself after years of silence. And that, more than any scene or storyline, is what has everyone talking. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Maurice truly understands what he lost? Can this relationship be saved, or has the damage gone too deep? Be sure to like this video, subscribe for more updates, and join the conversation as Love and Marriage. Huntsville continues to unfold.